So I think we all know comic book companies hate their fans, and today we're just going to be talking about a small company called DC Comics. Now, I consider myself a DC fan more so than Marvel, even though right behind me you see a Spider-Man poster. That doesn't matter, it's a great movie. But I do consider myself more of a DC fan, if anything. But there's a few things that they do that really get on my nerves, and in this video I'm going to be going over some of them and why they need to stop. So I'm just going to get it right out of the way. The first thing I want to go over is something that they've done to my favorite character of all time. Not just in comic books, I'm meaning fiction. I'm meaning books, comics, video games, TV, movies, ever. He's my favorite character, and that of course is Nightwing. It's a more broad Dick Grayson. I love him in all of it. Robin, Nightwing, Agent, I love him. He's a great character. But I think all of you know where this is going, and it's very sad. So in Nightwing Rebirth, there are some things that are okay. A couple issues are very slow, but when it speeds up, it speeds up. I consider it very good so far. There's obviously slow issues, but it really shows Dick Grayson as a character and really shows you who he is. That was up until issue 7. This is the best issue of Nightwing Rebirth. Well, volume. This is great. Check it out. But after this, it goes a little downhill. Batman issue 50 is where it happened, where the day dawned on us that Dick Grayson became Rick Grayson. They shot him in the head, shaved his luscious locks, and gave him a leather jacket. They massacred my boy, and it won't stand. It's upsetting. Very upsetting. I don't know why they did it. Please, tell me. But yep, you heard me correct. They shot him in the head, he shaved his head, threw on a leather jacket and jeans that are way too tight, and became Rick Grayson. The storyline goes that he's suffering from amnesia because he was shot in the head, of course, which is a thing that happens. But he doesn't want to learn his past. He wants to be his own person, Rick Grayson. I'll bring you back. I promise. I will not let them hurt you ever again. Metaphorically, they killed Dick Grayson. And the reason why this is a problem is because he is a fan favorite. And for some reason, I think someone at DC has it out for him. They just hate him. There's not much more I could say on the topic, just that it's terrible. The storyline is still happening. I know they're going to retcon it eventually, and he'll go back to his old ways. But as of right now, it's not looking good. The next character I want to talk about is another Robin. I'm of course talking about Tim Drake. Now, it's very known in the comic book community that DC tends to crap on Tim Drake. You know, they just kill him off whenever they get the chance, throw him to the sidelines. They don't really care about him. I mean, in Rebirth Detective Comics, they killed him off like right away, a few issues in. Now, I'm pretty sure they brought him back recently. I'm not totally caught up. Even if that's the case, they'll probably kill him off again. Now, when he was Red Robin, he had a few issues of his own comic, but that didn't last too long. They disliked him so much that in the Arkham games, they barely even made him Tim. If anything, he was more of a Jason. But who am I to say? I'm not a writer. It's just a disgrace. Tim Drake is an awesome character, and if he's written well, he can be even a better detective than Batman. For some reason, DC hates him, and it really annoys me. Harley Quinn. Why is she so overpowered recently? Nobody asked for it. Nobody asked for Harley Quinn to be able to beat Superman, Batman, The Flash, Green Lantern, and the list goes on. Nobody asked for it. Nobody asked for it. She's literally a doctor who had a psychotic break because she was nursing Joker. It doesn't make any sense. Nobody wanted to see a comic where Harley Quinn trumps Batman. That shouldn't have happened ever. If anything, that just shows Batman is an idiot. A disappointment. He probably went back to the cave that night and Alfred looked at him and just threw his food at him. You're a disappointment, sir. Your parents would be madly disappointed. You let the psychotic doctor beat you. I know my impression of Alfred sucks. Shut up. But listen, it's just a terrible plot device and it's a terrible thing. I'm pretty sure DC wants Harley Quinn to be their Deadpool, and I'm not sure if I like that. I think DC looked at fan pages and saw that people were shipping them together and was like, you know what? Harley Quinn could be more like Deadpool. So they decided to do it and ruined everything. The final thing I want to go over this video is expected. I'd say most of the DC fan base is really upset with DC for crapping on this character and just leaving him in the dust. I'm of course talking about poor Wallace West, Barry Allen's sidekick who been the favorite for years. Most people even consider him a better Flash than everyone combined. Barry, Jay, Bart, Wally West is at the top of the list. But for some reason, DC doesn't want to accept that. DC looks at Wally West and says, "No, you deserve to die." He died years ago in the comics, finally came back in Rebirth, just to most recently die in their Crisis storyline, which by the way is crap, so you don't really need to read that. Even not in the comics, there are 2 very popular animated shows where he sacrifices himself and just dies. I'm of course talking about Young Justice and Justice League Unlimited. He sacrifices himself in the same way in both. Now obviously it was very emotional and brave for the character to do that, and it was a very good plotline and story arc for Wally. But geez, DC just doesn't like him. So those are basically the complaints I have for DC right now, and why I think they truly hate us. Anyways, there are plenty more, so let me know if you guys want to see more of this in the future. Also, I'm really down to do one about Marvel, because there's a lot of reasons they hate us. Anyway guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know I enjoyed making it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.